And welcome back. Here we are with Losers Finals. This is going to be best of 5 with count picks, and we're going to start on Mako Zone's classic of all classics. Bio, is there something you can say on Mako Zone that has already not been said like 1,000 times?
Well, like you said, this is one of the most played map mode combos in really all of Splatoon 3, so honestly, everything and a half has been said about this map, but what I am really curious to see is Candy, is Candy Up's double quick respawn composition, see how it plays here, especially that brush, because I know that brush really shines on these more close quarters map that it can still flank around. So I can definitely see it getting a lot of value, as well as the Tetras. As a Tetra player myself, I quite like this map because I can play around those stacks, those right sides, etc., and installing those courts. So it's definitely very fun. So I'm curious to see how these two playstyles are gonna come into fruition here. But it is going to be Exorcism who seems to come out on top. The Tetra manages to get a trade onto the 96 Echo. Actually, never mind. That is going to be quite a few picks coming out on the board. It's just trade after trade after trade. It's only the E-leader against the bucket player, Ori, left. But it is going to be Exorcism getting the first zone capture.
Yeah, it looks like Exorcism is going to get the best of it. And that respawn from Meow was not the best. I feel like they get a bit cornered. She gets punished too, and it looks like Exorcism is going to finally get some breathing, get some space, and are looking to move forward into Candy Up's territory. And they're in. The Kraken is forcing everybody from Candy Up to just run away, and Izuki putting the bubble on the zone. They're going to apply penalty, they don't mind the flank, and it looks like Candy Up really managed to flip things.
Yeah, honestly, I think that Kraken might have actually been beneficial for Candy Up, since it did force them away from their plat, but it kept Candy Up away from the zone, which we saw the Junior take full advantage of and flip the zone. And the Tetra gets a clean pick onto the Zap. The Athen is going to get 2 with that Ultra Stamp. Fantastic job. And Candy Up once again find themselves 2 down, 3 down now. It's only the E-leader left alive, and once again, Candy Up being forced back into their spawn and Exorcism grinding down their penalty to a pull.
Yeah, Exorcism back in control and Candy Up back on the drawing board. They have to wait, and the problem is they kind of lack options to push in when the Tetras doesn't have a special order already. The Whip Slider is kind of the best pushing option, and Exorcism can use that to the advantage a lot. That Viper is on fire.
That Athen doing such a great job. Look at all the picks, all the space that it's making with the main weapon, with the special. Does end up getting punished by the leader, but they did a lot in that team fight. Just taking those close quarters fights so adeptly is giving their team a lot to work with. And Exorcism is popping off right now. They've managed to move their lead all the way to 26. They do end up giving lead control over to Candy Up, but it's still such a great advantage for them. The Kraken coming out gets 2. Gets almost a third, and it's only Meow left on the side of Candy Up, and just like that, Exorcism took back the zone with 1 special.
It's like players from Exorcism are just doing pop-off after pop-off after pop-off and keeping the control just from getting picks after picks and crazy plays, and I love to see that. And right now, Exorcism over with a penalty and looking to get that KO. The Candy Up needs something big right now, and they need a way to get in.
Yeah, and that way to get in might just be that Reef Slider and that pick onto Athen, and that is going to be the flip onto the zone, giving Candy Up the zone and Exorcism 44 points of penalty, but they are still not quite out of the woods yet, as Exorcism doing a great job of holding on. The Kraken comes out, gets 1. Fishes for a second, not quite gonna happen, but it still doesn't quite matter, and Candy Up once again falls to Exorcism's crazy Kraken plays.
Yeah, we're actually trying to flank, trying to get some attention to themselves so that the rest of Candy Up can get to the zone. And the zone is getting paid while Arashi gets down. That's going to be like Candy Up keeping themselves alive in that game. But Exorcism right now, back on the attack, back with the hammer. Hammer gets punished though. Like, again, like both teams are creating so much aggressive plays and to make sure that they can flip the zone, apply penalty. Candy Up getting, like, every time kinda behind on that and not able to keep the zone long enough to score the points they want to point. And with just 15 seconds left, Candy Up is going to need a very, very good overtime plays.
Yeah, but it's not going to be enough. That Stanford gets leaping onto the leader. 2 down to the side of Candy Up. Exorcism still going strong with all 4 members. They have the zone flipped in their favor, and with the lead, with the paint, with the picks, all of it to back it up, that is going to be Exorcism taking game 1 over Candy Up.
Yeah, and that was a statement by Candy Up, but like, what such great players like Ethan with the Wiper was just continuously a thorn onto Candy Up's side, and Candy Up with their 2 QR weapons, they're like, wait, we're supposed to be the one that are annoying, that are constantly attacking, and just Exorcism just doing that to them, just bringing the fight to them and forcing them to really rethink how they play and how to counter the opponent. Now we're going to go onto Candy Up's counter pick, and they have some thinking to do if they want to get back in that game.
Yeah, honestly, Exorcism was. I mean, of course, Candy Up had some great moments there. That Tetra Brush have some great synergy together on really taking it for a spin. But Exorcism was a lot of times just running rings around Candy Up in terms of raw mechanical skill. They were like that, that bucket, that Kraken, that Wiper. They were getting so many wins in fights compared to some of the members on Candy Up that it was just a little bit too much for them to bear, and it honestly just snowballed so much that they couldn't win a single team fight just due to how much aggression Exorcism kept putting on Candy Up. But regardless, we now have Candy Up's counter pick. Flat zones on Manta Maria. We're seeing this map for now the 4th time. Actually, how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's a map I like. I noticed that Aiden subbed out of Exorcism, and is going to be replaced by Yarubarubi, and that Wiper was so good for Exorcism, was like what Exorcism used to really get into Candy Up's head and get the picks at them. So I feel like Candy Up has a good opportunity to get back, has like the occasion to really get back in the game and establish their attack. And with Manta zones, again, like if a team can get control of the zones, can push deep into enemy territory and can get things as far from the zones as can be, they can score a lot of points. And we've seen Miao and Arashi do exactly that the last time we saw them play it. So I expect like Candy Up to do very, very good on there.
Yeah, for sure. And
oh, okay.
Not this again, please.
Not this.
Please, not this again.
Okay, it looks like we have a reset. Maybe the wrong map mode was selected by Exorcism. Let me check.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Was it?
Okay, so it looks like it's the wrong map mode, and Yeah, so the counter pick is going to be tower control Undertow Spillway.
Okay.
So,
now we actually have our answer.
Okay, so the wrong map mode was counterpicked. That's
happens. But
yep.
I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit scared that that I was going to be that was going to be once again what we saw in one of our first matches. I did not want to did not want to do that again.
Yeah, so both our teams are going to prepare pretty fast, I guess, like adapting to it. So tower controller Undertow, very different map mode, and I'm not so sure because there's so much like terrain, elevation, and I'm not so sure that for a brush and Tetras this is the best. On the other hand, like Ori with the bucket can do. We've seen them against Over Jackson with a bucket on this exact map doing so good. So I feel like Exorcism has the opportunity to really get good things from this map.
For sure. Honestly, yeah. As a Tetra player myself, I don't know if this was the best counter pick. Maybe they're playing it a different way than I know. It's definitely possible. So, who knows? I'm curious to see what Candy Up has cooking up here, because Exorcism is going to stick with the tried and true composition. Candy Up as well, not switching up anything. So, yeah, maybe they do have a special way to play this map that I don't know about.
Yep. Yeah, and especially with the Kraken on the side of Exorcism. Like we all know what the Kraken can do on the tower. The Candy Hub has the Tri-Strike, which is now kinda able to get the Kraken out. So we'll see what happens, what each team is able to do, and it looks like Candy Hub is going to get that first encounter, and that's a quick checkpoint one. The checkpoint one on this map is pretty much formality.
Oh, three down on the side of Exorcism. Candy Up actually flanking all the way around. Never mind, they do definitely know how to play this map. And the Tetra Dually just keeps going. Ham gets another, and Candy Up already on the last checkpoint. They do have their two Slayers down, and it's only the Charger left alive. But with just a minute into the match, that's a fantastic push from Candy Up, and it left Exorcism in shambles.
Yeah, that's a way to open in the first minute. Candy Up getting to checkpoint number 3, and Exorcism right now, they need to answer to that. They need to get back in the game, and with a crab tank on the tower, that's going to be a Tri-Strike on the side of Candy Up. Tri-Strike gets shut down, but at least got the crab away from tower. Exorcism getting rid of checkpoint 1, and with now specials of their own, they're going to go on to checkpoint 2, and it's on Candy Up to really shut things down.
Oh yeah, Candy Up quickly, like you said, shutting it down, not letting Exorcism even get to the second checkpoint, which really pales in comparison to Candy Up's monstrous push to 18. So Candy Up definitely needs to start stepping it up if they want to rival. Exorcism needs to step it up if they want to rival Candy Up. But it does seem like they're doing something, but they don't die. Okay, they don't die to this platform. I misread that most likely. And they die to the Tri-Strikes. So Exorcism still just not quite getting the mileage out of their pushes that they need to.
Yeah, it's like it's like Candy Up found like, okay, this is how they play, this is how they push. And when it was about like taking control of the zone, Exorcism was really getting everything they could, but right now Candy Up, they're in control of this map, and every time Exorcism gets past mid, it goes Candy Up's way, and Candy Up back on the attack. That's a very good Reef Slider. Is going to stop the crab. Gets punished though, very nice punish, and Candy Up are going to rope. Okay, they keep advancing the tower. They don't care on that tri-strike. Not enough. How did you dodge that? Okay, Izuki is finally down, and the Exorcism back into mid and looking to get things going their way, but they stopped again.
Yeah, that splatter scope not letting anything go past them. The Kraken does definitely have something to say about it though. Going for it, doesn't quite get the pick. They do end up jumping out, and the Kraken is actually lost. That's very unfortunate. But regardless, Exorcism still starting to build up steam, but they have to deal with that charger, and with them making up so much space for Candy Up to defend. They don't have to worry about those sight lines. Candy Up just pick off Exorcism one at a time, dismantling their push one member at a time, and with this a little bit less than 60 seconds remaining, and Exorcism struggling to get past the penultimate checkpoint. This is not looking good for them.
There's 1 minute left. Okay, we scratch that. There's 40 seconds left, and all Candy Up needs to do is deny. Exorcism though, they are not done. They have 2 players still. Arashi looking to get that flank. He's going to stop the splash and is going to attack that zap. Oh, they got the checkpoint, and getting that checkpoint is so important for Exorcism right now. It means they could get that final push, and that would be very much easier, but Candy Up is looking to get back into mid and stop things. That's do or die right now for Exorcism.
Yeah, it's still not enough. They are now entering an overtime scenario, but the tri-strikes clear the tower and give Candy Up a clear shot at touching the tower, giving them game 2.
We are now 1-1 into that best of 5, both teams with a point on the board, and we are now going to Exorcism's counterpick.
Yeah, honestly, I stand corrected. Candy Up definitely knew how to play this map, and yeah, they just showed that. Sure, our weapons may not be the best here, but we don't care. This is a comfort map for us anyway, and they really came out in spades. That push at the beginning of the game was so good. They beelined all the way to the last checkpoint, and especially that flank from the Tetra and the brush did so much damage to Exorcism's defense that it was nigh impossible for them to stop the tower once it got even just a little bit of momentum.
It's like Candy Up had a force field, and every centimeters that Exorcism was getting closer to their spawn, they were feeling more pain, and they were getting more onto them, and like really. It's not just that great push that Candy Up had at the start. It's during these 5 minutes, the rest of the game, Candy Up just made sure that their defense was on point and just stopping anything that Exorcism was trying to do. And Exorcism had to sacrifice everything they had just to get past checkpoint 2. And then they had nothing left, and Candy Up just had to clean up.
Yeah, but now we have our counter pick. I don't think it shows up on stream right now, but we do have tower control on Hagglefish Market as our counter pick coming out from Exorcism. Honestly, very interesting. I can see what they're going for. They have the tri-strikes, they have the crab tanks, and yeah, honestly, they have good specials for this map that they can definitely make work, especially as you start getting closer to the enemy's base. They really come in handy, especially those more vertical ones like tri-strike. They're really useful for breaking in. So really, I can definitely see the logic behind this. I think Candy Up might struggle a little bit more because like you said, Pat, on the last game on Undertow, there's a lot of vertical areas that might be a little bit difficult for Brush and Tetra to access. You know, they don't have means of getting up there on their own.
I kind of stand corrected on that point, by the way. Like, the Brush had no problem on Undertow.
Yeah, but maybe.
on Hagglefish though, like I know like high level brush one tricks that have a pocket ready just for Hagglefish because brush doesn't play that well on Hagglefish, they think. So I'm wondering if Arashi is going to stick to the brush, and
I think so.
If that's going to pay off. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, Arashi is a brush one trick, so I wouldn't expect them to switch off. Yeah, but to be fair, yes, a lot of one tricks do still have ults if the map is bad enough. But clearly, this map isn't too bad, and they are determined to make it work. They're already trying to find a way to break past neutral, and their answer to that is a quick whale from Arashi. Not quite gonna get the mileage it needed, but it does set their team up for a good bubbler to stop the tower. But they're still getting surrounded by all sides. Ori from the side gets a good pick, but Arashi comes in, gets two. The Tetra goes down, but that's not that big of a loss thanks to the quick respawn. And Candy Up stopped the push at just 79 points and are now setting up for a counter push that could be devastating if Exorcism doesn't stop them, and they do. Ori with the clean pick onto Meow. Now that's 3 down on the side of Candy Up, and Exorcism only lost 2. So this could be what they've been looking for as a way to get back into mid.
Yeah, getting back into mid, getting the pick on the Tetras that, well, you got quick respawn, might as well use it. Exorcism, it looks like they're still looking for a way to get back control of mid, get into the tower, and that tri-strike is going to allow them to get in, and well, you can see that the Kraken is ready, and we can expect like Exorcism to get a push going now.
Yeah, it's 3 down on the side of Candy Up. Exorcism do go 2 down, but they could definitely bring this back, but and they do. The brush goes down. This gal trying to hold on. This is going to get walled out by some bombs, and still 2 down, going down on the side of Exorcism. Candy Up are not letting up. They don't see this 96 though. Oh, no, they do. But, man, Exorcism really fumbled the ball on that push, and Candy Up just managed to get behind them, get so many picks, and once again find themselves in the driver's seat on that tower, getting ready to once again move into Exorcism's base.
Yeah, some space, but it's just the 2 players that are on tower right now. The bubble is going to give the checkpoint though, so that's a good lead by Candy Up. That's going to be the end of it though. The quick respawn players are not coming back fast enough to provide the support that is needed by the 2, but Candy Up already back in mid, and Exorcism like has lots of work to do if they want to get back in that game.
Ooh, that brush goes down on the tower. That's not what you want to see if you're Candy Up, but Exorcism still not quite getting past the mid, so that loss will not be too bad. They see the Tetra threatening a flank on the left side, and the Tetra does come out victorious, trades with the bucket player. And the zap also goes down to the Charger, and the 96 as well. So now Candy Up, off of the backs of its Charger player making so much long distance value, is now gonna have a free leg up onto Exorcism's plat. And if they can just focus that top right side, which they do seem to be doing with that Junior, this could be what they've been looking for, an opportunity to break past that penultimate checkpoint, and they do. It's only the Tetras alive, but it doesn't matter. They got past the checkpoint.
Yeah, getting past that checkpoint too means that right now Candy Up has a 2 checkpoint advantage. Arashi super dropping in just to keep Exorcism busy a bit longer and giving the time for the rest of the team to be in position. And Exorcism, they have a minute to get 2 checkpoints by That's going to be a tough one. Oh, especially with 2 players down.
Yeah, and we just hit the 60-second mark. Ori staying alive after all that, but it's still not quite going to happen. They are going to get behind, but they are seen by the Charger. They're going to have to jump out, but their teammates back them up, and more players go down the side of Candy Up. This may be what they've been waiting for, but they need to deal with these quick respawn players as fast as possible and not get staggered by them. and that's precisely what they seem to be doing. The Charger and 3 down on the side of Candy. The Tetra Duel is alive. They are coming back, but it's going to be a while. That does seem to be the checkpoint secure for Exorcism. Now they just need one more good push to the second checkpoint, and it could be lead. 20 seconds left. They get the Tetris. Exorcism seems to have the upper hand here. They can keep this up. The trash tricks come off. 10 seconds
so
left.
Close.
Candy up, so close. Candy up is going to be
the lead
secured. 5 seconds left. Candy up need to get this tower rolling, but it's not going to happen. The tower is still in Exorcism's control, and in the face of defeat, Exorcism found the strategy they've been waiting for all game and managed to bring it back there, getting that lead at the last second and securing a second game for them, putting them at match point.
Yeah, what a last second comeback for Exorcism. And like for quite a while I thought like that was the wrong counter pick, but in the end Exorcism showing us that once they had that momentum, once they had everything into place, everything ready, they got 2 checkpoints in a row without any trouble and forcing really Candy up to get back to spawn over and over and over again. Now it's on Candy up with their final counter pick just to get even in that set. And we can expect to see a very good counter pick, and I hope, Bio, that we get to see a game 5. Like, whatever team wins, I hope we see 5 of these games, because both of these teams are showing us the best they have.
Yeah, these two teams are playing super well. They are really at each other's necks, doing a great job of playing around the other's weaknesses, but now the pressure is on Andy up to bring back some of that game 2 energy that they had going there on tower control Undertow, bring out a good counter pick that they're really comfortable on, and beat Exorcism at their own game. And like you said, take this to a game 5, because I'm really excited to see these two teams clash again.
Yep, still waiting. And I mean, we've seen both of these teams a bunch now, and it's like there's a lot that can be done. I feel like with a kind of comp that they have, something like Rainmaker or Clamblitz, that has to be good for Candy Up.
Yeah, possibly. I'm honestly just really curious to see if they're going to bring out another kind of unexpected combo, like we saw with Undertow Spillway, because like I said, I did not expect it to be a good counterpick for them, so I was a little bit surprised when they chose it. And actually, we're going to see exactly that. Splat zones on Flounder Heights when you're facing a slosher player, that's definitely something I was not expecting.
Especially when you have a backliner, like it's a tough pick that Candy Up is taking for themselves, but like as we said earlier for the previous counter pick, I guess they know something we don't.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, to be fair, Tetris is not bad on this map, but it's still I still don't know how that matchup against the Slosher coming up from Ori is going to work out, because Slosher is really strong on this map. And I mean, I don't know. I think it's just such a perfect map mode combo for it, with the tri-strikes, that bomb to poke, and also the main weapon, of course, that I don't know how it's going to fare, how that double quick respawn is going to do against that.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And we're just waiting just a few more seconds, and we will be in Flounder zones. Honestly, like I'm still not sure what what Candy Up is thinking. But let's see. This is match point for Exorcism. This could be the final one. Get hyped in chat. Exorcism not changing comps. And what is that?
I mean, I guess they brought out something we were not expecting. And
I love it.
Yeah, we see a Dynamo play here.
I love it. Do it.
Very interesting. I mean, the technical is really useful for its 2 quick respawn players, and we were criticizing the use of a backline on this map. So maybe maybe they poked their head into stream and said, maybe they're right, and they brought out this. But who knows? But regardless, it doesn't change the fact that Dynamo is a terrible main weapon, and we saw the point blank flick not kill. I mean, as much as you'd like, the Dynamo is still a struggle to make work. And as Arashi goes down with that stamp, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Meow also goes down after that reslider. Great punish from Exorcism, and Candy Up is struggling to make something stick.
Struggling to make things stick, but like Exorcism is not getting any points while Candy Up is. And Candy Up right now, they have the advantage. They have mid. It looks like Candy Up. It's working for them. Like Dynamo is working. I love it. Please give me some more.
Yeah, Candy Up. Wow, I was not expecting this at all. Tri-Strikes coming out from Ori kind of desperately, but they have their 96 down. They are not going to have that Kraken to move forward. Arashi gets another pick onto the shot player. This might just be a knockout for Candy Up as they get scarily close to 0. Now 2 down to the side of Exorcism. Candy Up still going strong. They show no signs of stopping. The Tetra player all the way up at their base gets a trade. And if you're Exorcism, this is not what you want to see. Candy Up with another set of Tri-Strikes. They need to go now. But it's still in control. Candy Up still have the zone, but that is going to be 2 down. The Zap is going to go behind and capture the other zone. That should be some more time bought for Exorcism. That is going to be 72 points of penalty applied to Candy Up, but still, that's gotta be rough.
Yeah, very rough, and Arashi is looking to at least establish some pressure, not getting much from that flank. And Exorcism still in full control of top mid. Again, like getting back onto mid, getting that control back is so hard on this map mode. And okay, never mind. It's pretty doable if you just splat everybody. Candy Up back in the action, and the Dynamo is in place, creating like so much pressure. And from that vantage point, with no backline on the side of Exorcism, but Dynamo honestly looks pretty powerful.
And the reslider is going to get 1. Does get punished by the Kraken, unfortunately, but that pick is going to be huge. And Candy Up still have control of the zone as they get another pick onto Exorcism Zap player. The Trijuka comes out, gets a pick on the Tetra yet again, but that's still not enough. The Dynamo gets a trade with the 96, but they have the cooler. They can come back very quickly. It's only the shot player left. A lot of Exorcism. Candy Up still have the advantage. They are just not letting up, and with so little penalty left, this might just be game for Candy Up. Exorcism need to run right now, but it's not going to be enough. And Candy Up, once again, showing off their adaptability and driving home that knockout. And ladies and gentlemen, these two teams are at each other's necks, and we're going to be seeing the very thing Pat and I have been wishing for, a game 5 between these two incredibly evenly matched teams.
Okay, so to all the people out there that hate Flounder Heights, okay, you don't like playing on it, but can you tell me honestly that you don't enjoy watching it? It's always so fun to watch. It's always brutal. It's always so fast. There's always something happening. And yeah, okay, you don't enjoy playing it, but watching it is always so so cool.
Yeah, it's just wow. And I almost was mesmerized seeing Candy up some hold on that team. So aggressive. Exorcism really struggled to do anything in the long term. They just got that little team fight win to buy a little bit more time, but Candy up just quickly flipped it around and kept grinding down that penalty. But now the one-way ticket to grand finals, the chance for these two teams to face Oro Jackson in the final set of this tournament, it'll all boil down to Clam Blitz on Museum de Alfonsino, our Game 5 map.
Who can cheese Clam Blitz better, the Ink Brush or the Kraken? Is going to be the question of the night. I mean, we know what both of these teams are going to do, like get in as fast as you can and get super jumps. Let's go!
Honestly, well, no. But besides that, I think maybe Candy Up have an advantage here because Clam Blitz is a great quick respawn mode, just due to how aggressive you have to be. But again, but regardless, Exorcism has Kraken, which aside from the cheese, is still a great weapon to have on this mode. So, you know, maybe, just maybe, they could definitely take this back from Candy Up. But it could go both ways. This is anyone's match. So, honestly, it's just all going to come down to which team can replicate that, that strategizing, that synergy that they've shown off on these wonderful games that they've won.
And here we are, it's game 5. Let's get in right away. And I don't think we'll see much change into team composition. Both of these teams know what they want to play. It's going to be a vanilla charger on the size of Candy Up. And here we go. Both teams are going to go maybe with the flank to the side. Yes, that's going to go for Arashi at least, with the Ink Brush being as annoying from under the ledge as possible. I'm getting already one pick and Meow getting onto the platform. And already 2 picks on Exorcism. Exorcism already so far in the defense and just trying to keep Candy Up from getting control of that platform.
Yeah, but those bombs from the Slosher are going to be devastating. Candy Up still trying to push forward, but it is going to be a punish. Arashi maybe going for the score, but they're just a little bit too far away. And Exorcism still holding on to their unbroken basket, but Candy Up still, that was such a fast push.
Yeah, but a nice way to open, making a statement that, yeah, we're going to be attacking. This is our map mode now. And we can see Candy Up just already looking to attack again with 2 specials at the ready against just 1 for Exorcism. Like, this is okay. Ooh. What a dodge.
Barely dodges those tri-strikes, but it's once again Candy Up going 3 down, and the slosh and the shot player sneaking by that left flank, getting a score in. Captain getting another ball in. That's now the lead of 54, and 2 go down on the side of Candy Up. Exorcism still have a great push set up here. They can definitely score more. And as their 96 actually get a pick onto the junior and get that Kraken activated, giving Exorcism even more of an advantage in this fight, but Arashi gets 2! It's now 3 down to the side of Exorcism, gets only Candy Up now managed to salvage that push, but regardless, the damage has been done, and a lead of 27 is great for Exorcism, because really, seeing how these two teams are playing, that lead can be everything.
Yeah, that's a very, very good first push. I mean, Candy Up is going to need a very good push of their own if they want to get back into this game. And right now, it looks like there's pick after pick, trade after trade. Even but 3 players with a special on the side of Candy Up. They're going to put that bubble in, and they now get the. Oh, that was almost such a good push, but it ended up not doing anything for Candy Up.
Yeah, Candy Up still struggling to get something set up there. But Exorcism on all the while is really comfortable just using their more slow-paced dolly playstyle to keep Candy Up from getting under plat again. And honestly, Exorcism seem in full control of the game state right now, not really panicking at all. They're really comfortable playing this matchup against Candy Up's aggressive double quick respawn playstyle. So really, so they definitely seem to be in full control right now.
Exorcism back with a super clam that they don't need. I mean, they have such a good lead right now, but they are looking to attack again. Ooh, very, very nice. Oh, the Kraken dropped the ball into the water. That's so unfortunate.
Ooh, and this brush stalling on the right side. That's going to be huge for Candy Up if they can take advantage of the distraction, get a pick. They get 2 picks. That's not 2 down the side of Exorcism. Candy Up have a power climb. They can definitely push this in right now. They have the big bubbler as well, but the Trizuka gets a pick onto the junior. They lose the they lost the big bubbler, and the turret's getting collapsed on, and Candy Up once again lose their push. They can't get something going.
It's like Candy Up has been so close to opening that basket with so many clams, with so many specials, so many times, and they haven't scored a single point. That is so weird, but Exorcism just defeating what Candy Up is doing by a hair every single time. And right now, 20 seconds left. Candy Up, they need something so big. They need an even bigger push. They need to make it work. And Arashi is in there. Arashi is looking to get that jump, to get these picks. And they need that super jump. And Sums, they have two balls at the ready. But they need to get under that basket, and they need to open that basket for once. The vacuum is in there, is going to give them the opportunity to get in. That's 2 super clams in. That's finally the bubble under. And they get so much, but too little, too late.
The Kraken gets 4, I think, actually. And just that little jump of celebration, those little friendly taunts, is going to celebrate Exorcism winning losers finals and securing them a rematch against their nemesis Oro Jackson.
Yeah, after all is said and done, we're going to have to wake up Oro Jackson, so so we can get them to play, and we will be right back as soon as they have woken up with the grand finals of Battling Pool 228.